Hello, this is Hui. Welcome to watch my video, C++ programming on Linux. In the last two videos, we covered how to install the RabbitMQ AMQP-CPP library and walked through two C++ examples for publishing and consuming messages. When it comes to consuming message, AMQP-CPP library provides two different methods, consume and get. Both methods fetch and read messages from RabbitMQ. They are designed for different scenarios. Consume method. It tells RabbitMQ to start continuously deliver messages to client applications. And the calling get method, it retrieves just a single message on demand. Depending on your application's architecture, you can choose either one that best fits your needs. Here on our Linux terminal, we are going to create a new program. AMQP-CPP get.cpp. We will start by copying over the code from previous example, AMQP-CPP check queue.cpp, and then make the necessary modification, convert it to fetch messages using the get method. R AMQP-CPP check queue.cpp. Here, up through step 5, open a channel over the connection. Everything remains the same. And at step 6, within channel declare queue on success callback, we will add logic to fetch message using the get method. Get method is defined in the channel.h. This method retrieves a single message from RabbitMQ. When you call this method, you can get one single message from the queue or no one at all if the queue is empty. This method takes two parameters, queue name and flag. The flag could be no act. If set consumed message do not have to be acknowledged, this happens automatically. This method callback can be installed by using onSuccess, onEmpty, onError, and onFinalize. Here is the example of how to call this method. Copy this line. Back in our editor, because get method only retrieves one message at a time. So we need to set loop through the queue to fetch all the messages. Here we are going to set a for loop. We're going to paste get usage here. In the onSuccess callback, we are going to create a message buffer, size 1024, memory set message buffer, and copy message body to the message buffers. Then we're going to print out the message. Print out the message, delivery tag, body size, and the message buffer. On empty callback, we just print out the information. Queue is empty. In the finalize callback, we just print the info. Channel get method. On finalize callback, we can also set up an error callback. finish the loop, close the channel. Step 7, keep same. Step 8, clean up, no change. Now we finished, update our program. We save our program. WQ. Now program has been saved. Next, we will compile our program. In order to test a new example, we will compile preview videos example, publish message, and check queue programmer 2. Publish, check queue, and get. Now our program has been compiled. Here is our executable MQP-CPP publish, MQP-CPP check queue, and MQP-CPP get. Now we start test our example MQP-CPP get. First, check how many messages in our direct queue. Usage, first argument is URL or connection string. Second argument, direct queue. Currently, 0 messages in our direct queue. We first publish a message into our queue. Usage, first argument is a connection string. Second argument, exchange name. Third argument is a routing key. Last argument is queue name, direct queue. Now we start input message. This is Hui test message 1. Second message. This is Hui second test message 2. Third message. This is Hui third time test message 3. And now we have published 3 messages. We try to get this message. Usage, first argument, connection string. Second argument, queue name, direct queue. Here we have 3 messages in our queue, and we make a 3 loop. First loop, we got the first message. Here is the second loop, second message received. Here is the third loop, third message. Close the channel, finish the program successfully. Check our queue again. You can see fetch the message, but still 3 messages in our queue, same as the previous example. We can set fetch message and then purge it by using the parameter. We go back, modify our program. Here, during the calling get method, we add 1 parameter. No ACK, it means after read the message, acknowledge the message. Then the RabbitMQ will purge the message. Save our program and recompile our program again. Now our program has been recompiled. Here is our executable. Now we test our executable again. Usage, first argument is a connection string. Second argument is a queue name. Now you can see we have refetch our message. And now we run the check queue again. And first we have to recompile it. Program has been recompiled. First argument, URL or connection string. second argument, QName. You can see now when we fetch the message, we purge the message. So our message count in our queue is 0 right now. 5 years ago, we made a series of videos covering the basic logic of RabbitMQ. That time, we were primarily focused on the key concepts of exchange types: direct exchange, fan-out exchange, topic exchange, and headers exchange. Today, we are revisiting RabbitMQ again and made another series of videos with a powerful upgrade. In these videos, we have introduced AMQP-CPP, a synchronous no-blocking C++ library, and this time we have focused on how to use AMQP-CPP library to design and build the high-performance APIs for your projects. Hello, this is Hui. Thanks for watching my video. Wish it is useful, and it's going to be great to have your feedback.